fitting to have one's best work tied to honoring another's life. This project is the sort of thing that no one wants to have to build, but it's the way that I best know how to bring a blessing into such tragedy. "2024 was an exhausting year. My family took on a couple temporary occupants for a few months, which, while we were happy to help in that situation, did create a lot of household stress. And then, at the end of October, the unexpected happened. Perhaps you have one of these people in your life. They're extended family, but they break into the role of immediate family. And that was Carrie for my wife. During my wife's childhood, Carrie stepped in during a challenging time and helped the family out. She was an aunt, but became a big sister and second mom. Eventually, she moved one province away, but then job changes brought our family right down the highway from her. This was how she became so close to my children. We moved 12 hours away from the rest of the family, but there she was, close and loving to help, to give, to love. The call from the hospital in October brought an end to the forging of new memories together. What was meant to be months of fighting followed by survival became a few moments of gasping for breath before passing. Like that, our family found itself tired, broken, and grieving. Now, you'll notice a lot of hand tool work in this project, and that's because it felt like the right thing to do. I wanted to slow down and do as much as I could by hand. Again, for me, this project is about honoring a life and blessing my family. It's amazing the time for reflection and the catharsis of slowing down and not relying on machinery for each and every step of the process. Now, sure, there are areas of the project that I went back to the table saw or to the router. Those were areas where I needed to fill the gaps in my hand tool knowledge and also needed to speed up the process as time began to run short, towards the end especially, to have the urn ready. I also used my laser to engrave a few things and to cut out a couple more complicated shapes, but listen, I'm not one who will ever say anything should be built with just one category of tool or method. What is the best tool for what you hope to accomplish? What gets you where you need to go in the time that you have to get there? What connects you best to the work that you're doing? What will give you the best results? When I volunteered to build Carrie's urn, I knew I didn't want to just turn one on the lathe, and I certainly didn't want to build just some simple box. So I searched for inspiration on the internet and ended up blending 3 or 4 designs into this one, with some of my own designs interspersed in the overall design. What I ended up with was a Japanese-inspired urn filled with intricacies that took it way beyond just a box into something that challenged and inspired me. The Japanese style I'm going for isn't just for looks. There are strong Japanese influences in Carrie's family, and my sister-in-law even lived in Japan for many years. At the same time, the challenge, elaborate design, and uniqueness were also what attracted me to design and build this piece.
So I've got this crack here, and the nice thing is this is just going to go at the bottom of the inside of the box if I even use this piece. So I'm just going to use some thin CA glue and let it kind of reinforce that area there. Give it a quick hold.
There's also great meaning behind each of the engravings and inlays on this piece. Carrie was an avid plant lover and spent much time outside on her flower beds. In fact, she even came over to our home one year and replanted all of our front flower beds so that we also could enjoy their perennial beauty. As such, the urn definitely needed flowers. Along with that, anyone who had ever been over to Carrie's house would have also quickly learned that she adored dragonflies. In fact, she dedicated their entire upstairs washroom to dragonfly decor. That's why I knew I needed to get my Acmer P3 laser engraver involved in this project. I simply am not talented at that kind of intricate handwork. Believe me, I tried. And especially in the time that I had to build the urn, this laser was an absolute godsend. The project truly would not have been possible to this level without it.
You need to decide what we're doing with this. Got a dragonfly, which is her favorite animal. It's going to go something like this. I'm not sure if I want to inlay it or having it sit at the top and then carve it. And then we're going to have some flowers. So I got to figure this out.
What I truly ended up figuring out was that the flower design wasn't going to work as I had it, so it was back to the Acmer laser to line things up in the software with its camera and then get to cutting out a new set of floral arrangements.
So we're going to inlay this. Then I think that the dragonfly, to kind of give that feeling of it flying away, I am going to put it above the surface. So first step, I need to do, this base is too small. Would have worked if I hadn't already glued in the face, but I have. So I need something that can bridge the gap. So I am going to go make or find, I might have one, a larger base for this that can span the whole thing. Some cleanup to do. Well, let's take a look at what we're dealing with here.
Every part of this project challenged me both technically and emotionally. Not everything we as woodworkers are going to make will accomplish that, but those projects that do will become something really special. With this urn, I feel I captured a small part of who Carrie was as a person. Loving, caring, self-giving, beautiful of heart, a gardener, a lover of dragonflies, and, most important of all, a follower of Jesus. As our family discussed what to put on this urn, Psalm 37 verse 4 was put forward as a Bible verse filled with meaning for Carrie. It sits in the middle of this beautiful poem, which says, "Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun." I know that Carrie is experiencing her reward at Jesus' side now, and what a comfort that is.